Hi.
Hello. Is this how we start?
Oh, I'm just having a heck of a day. You know what? I got to go back out. I don't have it on my speakers. Can you hear my voice okay, though?
um, yes, you're okay.
Okay, I'm going to disappear again. I'll be right back. I'll pull you back down, too. Okay. I'm so sorry about all this.
What happened?
Well, I was trying to stream from my office today. Oh, now my mic's not
Ah,
working. Shit.
I hear you.
Yeah, but I'm not running through my mic. I'm just going through my AirPods.
Oh, okay.
It's just one thing after the other now.
And we're not on
Okay.
YouTube, so this is just on.
We should be on YouTube now.
Ah,
And
okay.
I should be going through my mic now. Is it?
Mm, I'm not
Test
sure.
one,
I
two.
hear you all
Okay.
right, but there is also some background noise,
Background echo. Okay, hang on.
echo, but not too bad.
All right, just give me 1 second. I'll work on the
Sure,
echo.
sure. Mhm.
Test. Are we okay now?
Yeah, yeah, that's much better.
Oh, so I was trying to stream from my office because I like to use my computer there and work
Yeah.
things out. It's much easier. But anyway, I'm in my studio with the laptop, and here we are. Um, I had sound issues that my camera didn't work, and I don't understand what was going on because in QuickTime it wasn't working, and that's where I do all my audio and visual checks first.
Right.
And it wasn't working, but it showed my mic and camera was working everywhere else. So maybe it was just QuickTime needed updating or something.
No, that's all good. So here we are. We're live on YouTube. I see that we had 12 people watching on your Twitter already. So that's good. 13 and climbing.
And climbing. Well, that's because you're here. And I didn't do any post. I should probably do a repost, but I'm so confused right now.
No,
And
you
what
did
do you call it?
on
Oh,
X
did I?
instead. Yeah, you
Oh,
posted on X.
wonderful.
Yeah. No, that's all good.
Wonderful. Lots going on, isn't there?
Wow, what a weekend though with this craziness like 1,000 validators pulled out of the system, which is interesting because they were like virtual validators on Validator X, and we have the guys by accident. We have them on the show this Thursday on What the Heck. So it'd be interesting to see what how their weekend was because it must have been quite stressful for them because I believe they have like 2,500 validators in total on their protocol, and if 1,000 pull out all of a sudden, I think that puts a serious strain on that whole structure, but everything seemed to work well. And then, of course, it got market dumped, which just dragged everything
Right.
down with it, like the whole chain, another 10% down. So it just never stops right now.
The bleeding continues.
Oh, it's terrible. And on my coin, I now pulled the USDC, or
Oh, well,
not totally,
but
but
that's smart.
by like 99%, because I was really expecting, after such a crazy market drop, to pulse to bounce back, but it hasn't happened yet. So I'm still sitting there waiting.
But you pulled at the right time. I mean, you bought all the way down with your USDC, and then now you've pulled it, and
Yeah.
it will allow Cryptomatic to rise without USDC holding it up. So it'll go more one to one with Pulse now,
Yes,
and
that's the experiment. Yeah.
you outperform Pulse on the way down by having this USDC base. So this is the key. See, it makes it easier to trade using your own coin in this
Yes.
manner. Yeah, and
Yeah.
the extra market cap is also beneficial to not have to put as much USDC in your pool to get as much USDC. Yeah, the value of
Although I
your
took it out at a loss, though it was less
in
than what I had
USDC terms,
originally
but
in
you got
USDC
more,
terms. Yeah.
but you got more Cryptomatic out of the
Got more
deal.
Cryptomatic off the market. Yeah,
Yes.
and that's still my play at the moment.
And in your short term, you can see Cryptomatic has definitely outperformed PLS for pretty
Yes,
much anything versus
it has.
PLS that you could have invested in. So investing in yourself, back to Richard's thing, the coin creators are, the number one way to make money in crypto.
Yeah, yeah,
Not that you're
absolutely.
making money, but you know what I'm getting
No,
at.
but it's for me, this is a great learning curve, because I always wanted to study this LP that everyone kept talking about, and they were all saying maybe that's something we can discuss on this show now. I had lots of run-ins with Too Spooky from the Tang Gang and those guys, and they always said, you're stupid if you're not LP, if you don't provide liquidity, and this is the way to make money. Staking hacks is not the way to make money. And we always went back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, but I never really understood the full picture of what they were actually saying, because it was always also with an attitude, and I don't react very well to that. So if you come with facts and with reasoning and easy to understand explain, then I'm following you. But if it's
Yes.
with an arrogance, then that's difficult for me. But and so it was that, and I also thought they were not always telling the full story. Like, they were just telling the side of it where it works for them, but downplay or not even mentioning the risks that can be there as well. And as I just said, the USDC part of my pair this is a V2 pool, I just saw that drop by easy 10%, and that's just gone. So it's in a way an impermanent loss. So there are risks or downside to this stuff, and I thought they were never providing the full picture. But maybe that is something where you can maybe help, and if you could break down like the very basic differences between V1, V2, V3 liquidity providing, like in layman's terms.
Well, the primary thing is V2 and V3 are really because of the thing with V2 is it gives you the broadest range of liquidity pairing. So when you go and you put it, it's in a grand pool, versus V3, you get to set it up in a concentrated area. What we have to do is think about, I look at liquidity providing as if either A, you're selling a token or buying another token, more so in this case, because in the case of movement of coins, the price discrepancy between the two coins can give you such an impermanent loss. So you should always think about it. Oh, I either want more of these or I don't care if I want more of these or less of these. That's the ultimate way to go into liquidity providing. Now, that's not the case in all situations. You'll find like I used to use Uniswap V3 a lot. And when a token was highly traded, it sometimes reached a concentrated area. So when you were looking at your chart and you see that you're going to have an equilibrium, that's where you start providing liquidity in a range in V3. And then you know that it's going to trade in that range and you're going to maximize your dollars paid out in it. Now, the only platform that on Pulse Chain that rewards you in some manner is 9 mil for providing that. Now, I know there's some new formats through Switch.win, and I'm not that familiar with them yet. I'm just experimenting a little bit. So I'm going to say I'm on the ignorant side in that department. But V3, so like, I like to use your token or a created token as the best example in the situation. So in your situation, you have Cryptomatic. You were paired roughly, there was about $1,000 USDC paired with Cryptomatic. And when you launched that token, what ended up happening is as Pulse was being sold down, having 20% or 15%, I can't remember the exact percentage, you were dropping versus Pulse 15 or 10% less than Pulse was dropping to the US dollar. So in Pulse terms, you were gaining traction versus it. So I look at it as you used your token to stabilize the price. Now you've removed the stabilization of the USD, allowing Cryptomatic to rise more freely. And in this case,
Together
you will rise. Correct, because that's the major. The only things that would be pulling you down would be DAUB, but DAUB is paired primarily with Pulse, so there's nothing holding it down. So the only thing pulling your token down is if there is still pairing like with other tokens that underperform Pulse. But if they outperform Pulse, you'll outperform Pulse. So you always have to take all the liquidity in your token and sort of break down the percentages as how much weight you have in each pool. And this is why sometimes people go, okay, I want to pair with Pulse, I want to pair with Hex, I want to pair with PLSX. Well, the problem with doing that, you think that, oh, this is the way I'm covering all my bases. But in a weird way, what happens if PLSX outperforms Hex? Well, then Hex is dragging you down. You miss the gains of PLSX. And then they flip and they go the other way. And you're missing opportunity by trading or just having the one pair and moving up and down with it. So I recommend if you're going to pair with something, you want to either make sure that, like, let's say I like Peacock and I'm gathering Peacock. I have two ways of making profit off Peacock. I buy low or sell, or I could pair it with DAUB, and all of a sudden Peacock goes up in price faster than DAUB. I'm selling Peacock to buy DAUB. I pull the liquidity. I have more DAUB than Peacock. Not everybody may want to do this, but if I feel there's more stability in my token versus Peacock and less chance of somebody selling on top of me, this is why using my own token to provide liquidity to move up in the ranks is much easier and better. And I don't have to worry about somebody selling my token down generally either. So to outperform Pulse is much easier. But if I buy Hex and we have more Hex sellers than Pulse, it's easy for Hex to sell be out underperforming Pulse. And so could PLSX or Inc. or all these tokens outperform Pulse? Possibly. They may well all do that. But with your local liquidity and Cryptomatic or anybody creating their own token, they're likely going to easily outperform. And if they look at bringing friends and family in through their token, it's going to be a much safer ride for them. So I don't want to go down the rabbit hole on all the liquidity providing, but the main reason to provide liquidity is to either accumulate, or in this way, you're almost trading with your token against something.
But I think it's important to educate on that, because that's also what I'm seeing in the comments sometimes, that people would like to have more knowledge about that. And then those who seem to be the experts in it are I believe, just not sharing the full picture. So it's all like schemes and dramatics, which is a shame because in the beginning of Hex, we all used to learn from each other. So that was more the spirit, and I still try to follow that route. And I'm not ashamed to say that that I have questions or that I'm not fully versed in that field, if that makes sense.
Yeah, well, I think part of the reason is like an example V3 when I was learning V3 back in the Uniswap era, what would happen is I would provide concentrated liquidity, but a whale watcher or somebody with larger tokens could see where liquidity is provided. That's one thing about DEX is they can see where the liquidity is provided very easily. So they would run beyond my range, leave it there for a bit, so I would lose my whole position, and then they would come back into my position again later on, making me change and alter my stuff. And this is a way of them stealing it. So that's why I don't recommend just anybody getting into liquidity
Anybody doing
providing.
it? Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Correct. Unless your idea is A, I want to sell this, or B, I want to do this.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you need to be a little bit more aware of what's going on. But in V2, if you just wanted to provide it and get ink reward tokens on PulseX, and you go, I don't care how much Hex I own versus PLSX, and I got a million of each of them, or a billion, or whatever you have, and you just want to pair them. And instead of ever thinking of selling those tokens, so ignore the impermanent loss situation, your only goal is it's a tool, and I want to collect ink, and I'm selling ink to live off of. And that's how you have to think of that investment when you're dealing in many cases. Now, of course, you can, but that's my most simplistic terms on how do you break this down into what, yeah, because otherwise you easily can get in V3, like I said, you can get chased out of your range, and then all of a sudden your liquidity is not doing nothing. And in the old days with Ethereum, it was costing like $80 USD sometimes to remove and pull your liquidity. So if you weren't providing a fair amount of liquidity dollar
Right.
amount, this is not worth
Right.
add and remove.
Well,
Now
it's
we don't
pennies
have
on
this.
Pulse Chain.
Correct. Which is why PLS is such a, like, this is the opportunity I don't think everyone realizes. There's very few chains that have had 100% uptime.
Yeah.
There's no chain that's a full system state copy of Ethereum. And there's no chain that is built to be better than Bitcoin right out of the gate with an altruistic motive, not just money. And that is Ethereum. So I look at Ethereum and PLS as just the opportunity, as because we know we run out of blockchain space. They right now there's no attraction to new people, and why? We're all in meme coins, and we all know that we're all waiting for somebody to be above us so we can sell. And this is why crypto's going nowhere, and we're not attracting new sell people. So that's why creating your own token offers a better opportunity for family and friends, because if you tell them to get in a hex, you don't know if some whale's going to dump that tomorrow and that person's in a negative position versus PLS at least.
Well,
But
I'm
with
still having the awkward Thanksgiving dinner conversations with the in-laws that are brought into Pulse Chain at the sacrifice. These are very uncomfortable. So I'm easing back on that at the moment. No, but I like this, so because I can experiment with my coin, because there I really don't mind owning either one. If it's more of my coin or more USDC in that case, or more PLS, I don't mind. But when I started, when Pulse Chain launched, I was farming a little bit, and I was in the Pulse versus PLSX farm, because these are the two coins that I had, because I was part of both sacrifices. So I said, why not earn some ink and put a little bit of that, not my whole bag, but like 5 or 10% of my portfolio. I put that in a farm, and I did it for maybe 2 or 3 weeks, and I didn't like it, because I was watching how the ratios changed. At 1 week I had more Pulse, all of a sudden the other week I had more PLSX, because the price was moving around, and I got some ink, yes, but I really didn't like how my like how my stash basically changed, and you are so at the mercy of the market. So I'm really only comfortable in doing that if I really don't mind whatever happens. I have more of that side or more of the other side, if you see what I mean. So I don't think
Absolutely.
this is for everybody. Like, you need to be in that kind of a position.
Right. So I look at if I'm putting two tokens into a V2 farm on PLSX, I look
Yeah.
at it that I don't care about the val of those two tokens at all. All
Yes.
I care about is earning ink and calling that my income and
And
nothing else. If
that
those
is
two,
why.
if one goes way out of whack
Yeah.
versus the other, it's irrelevant to me
And that is why I could like never do that with hex, because
because you
every single
want
hex
hex.
is so precious to me. Like, I would drive me crazy if I would lose just 10k hex or something by being in some pool. Like, I could never do that. So it needs to be with like a coin where that really doesn't matter. And the other mystery that I always had is, I remember when TFC, you remember TFC with Timothy Benjamin, who had this crazy run up, and their claim was always, hey, we'll never sell. We'll never sell. We're gonna live off the fees by providing liquidity. What did he mean with that? Like, they wanted to run this up so that TFC is really valuable. Don't sell. That was the whole premise of the coin, and they would get their. Because the question is over then, why are you doing it? And their answer to that would always be, we provide liquidity at the top, and we earn the fees on that. Now, when I'm providing liquidity in this V2 thing, I don't see any fees. Like, there are no fees. It's either you get
You're
more of
getting
this
paid in
side
the token.
or
Yeah,
more
that's
of
the
that.
fees. Yeah, that's the fees. Sadly, that's all there is. Yeah.
But
I think on 9
what
mil,
is
you
this
get
with
9
the
mil tokens.
okay? But
I
where do you get
think.
the fees? Is that only with farming, where you get an incentive token, or is that with V3 that you actually get a fee in USDC? I never did V3, so I don't know.
There's no ink tokens awarded at all. So the only fees they're getting is through getting more of each token,
Well, that was granted
which means
two
they
years
would,
ago, or
yeah.
when there was still some ink to be had, but not on TFC. So it must have
No.
been.
So their fees must have been that they're just going to pair so much with USDC and then use the extra amount and then exit slowly out that way, which is the
Yeah,
best way to exit is,
versus
you know,
market dumping, but it would still move their balances. It's not something like you can just put it somewhere and then you earn interest on it, like by as a reward of doing that, because that is never really clear to me.
well, that will be coming. Yeah. I just don't think we're there yet for all the tokens. Yeah. That's why generally just earning it in your own token is basically how most of the systems are set up.
Right.
And then you just get, yeah, more of one or the other. And the fees are minimal. So, yeah, I wouldn't be looking at the fees as being the structure and providing for your own token. I'd look at it more as a trading opportunity or edging out. It's easier to pair with USDC with our own tokens and being paired with PLS or whatever token we want to ride up with it. And yeah, but the issue of trying to make money off the fees, you have to actually have quite a bit of transactions as well. And if I looked at the Fitzgerald token, it's not trading all that much volume as well either. So we definitely need more people inside the ecosystem to
Yeah.
generate
Well,
volume
that
and trading
project is
fees.
dead now anyway, but during its heyday, there was quite
Well,
some
I
money
wouldn't think it's
flowing
dead.
through
It's
that.
still a leverage play on Pulse.
Yeah, that it is, and it sure can easily make a comeback. It just needs to, the chain needs to perform, and some
Well,
buying needs to happen there.
they've shown that there has been no other heavy sellers at all, even at this price. And I'm sure versus PLS or even USD, some of those are in profit
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
and they're
No, but it
choosing to
was really
hold.
sold that the founding wallets would just make money by providing liquidity, and I never really understood what was meant by that. Like, where is that money supposed to come from? Or maybe he was talking about a V3 position in a tight range,
Prob-
and you know,
yeah,
who
and
know? Who
collecting, or
knows?
maybe through 9MM collecting tokens or theirs. Yeah, I'm not sure if what all the different
Because that's the
exchanges.
thing, like with the founder bag, which is like, in their case, 90%, more than 90% of the coins, there must be some kind of way to monetize that without having to dump on your followers, which would be a nice thing.
Well, in a publicly traded asset, it does not matter how much you own if you don't have any buyer in after you.
Mm-hmm.
So, and that's what's going on in Pulse Chain and Hex and all that. We wanted, like, there's no new money coming in. People do want to sell. There's people still cashing in big payday and they go, well, I'll take something out as a safety sake. Yeah, you got to look at things like from that point of view. Where are we at if we're not bringing new money? And I haven't, since Pulse Chain launched, I didn't bring new money in until Pump Dot Tires, and I brought a lot of new
Yeah.
people in to launch their own token in Pump Dot Tires, and they're all down 60-70%. And that was USDC money. I brought in new money that was not crypto money, and
Yeah.
quite a few of them started their own tokens. And the only one that did well is paired with Bitcoin, almost the majority of his tokens. So
Right.
yeah, but
Yeah, in
it
my
allowed
case
people.
too. I did that with new money. Also, the Provex sacrifice, the little I sacrificed for that was new money. So I still have all my holdings, my OG bags. But yeah, because I just feel this is not the time to sell. This is not the time to flip for anything else, because nothing is moving and we haven't seen anything yet. So that's why I don't understand some of these big sellers, like this guy now with 40 billion pulls or whatever it was, just market dumped. Crazy slippage. Must have been crazy slippage in like two big chunks, just in one weekend. So yeah, I don't understand the strategy there.
Yeah, I guess just exhaustion and tired,
Tired.
and you see, I'm listening to the spaces. It's quite a bit of the same type of language going on there. You know,
I tried to tune into his space like 5 times over the weekend because I wanted to know what's going on, what they're saying. It was always just you asshole, you larper, you. It's just terrible. So I took like 5 minutes of that and then went off again. Yeah, we need the tablets to work, you guys.
in spaces. At least I don't need an urban dictionary as much as I used to, but at the beginning.
I mean, shout out to them for doing it because at least there's
Oh,
something going on. But it's not my
well,
terrain.
there's it's a kind of place. It reminds me of watching Saturday Night Live. There'd be a good skit once in a blue
Yeah,
moon, and it'd be
yeah.
really
Once in a
funny,
blue
but I'd
moon.
have to
Yes.
suffer so much through
Yeah.
bad comedy.
Absolutely. And shout out to Famous. That's my guy. Like, there's no hate whatsoever. I love Famous, but yeah, it's crazy. Hey, we got MVX from the Monster News in the chat and checks my pulse. I'm seeing. Wow. So we're here on a Monday night. What did you make of this this airdrop now, where someone is dropping one hex, e-hex, to millions of wallets?
Yeah, it's a good idea. I don't, like anything that's offering you publicity is worthwhile, obviously, even if it's
Maybe the strategy
minuscule.
is if people see it in their wallet when they check their portfolio, and then there's this one coin that just keeps going up and up and up and up over time, if that's what we're doing,
But if
then
they don't add it, it's not
that could
visible.
be no, but that could be. Oh yeah, yeah. If you don't, well, yeah. If you look on DBank, I don't know if that's what you're using. Then you see everything that's on there. Also,
Yeah.
the dust that you've been dropped.
Yeah, they're pretty good. I just don't know how many people use them.
Yeah, or I'm on ethplorer.io. That's what I used for my Ethereum checkings. There you would also see it. So yeah, maybe it's a smart advertising that
Well,
way.
I think any advertising, you got to do stuff. I don't know which one works. I don't think anyone does. I remember in early business, I would try a method, it would work. And then 3 years later, try a similar method and it would fall on its face, and try the
Yeah.
same method one more time, different time of year, and have great success. So you don't know why something works sometimes.
Yeah, that's going back to Richard's tweet from November where he said we're gonna try every effing thing until one thing works. So maybe that's just another one of that, because it's somebody tried to follow the wallets where this is coming from, and there was some tornado cash involved in the history. So it's probably him, but we don't know. We don't know for sure.
Yeah, I think the most important thing for the whales or whoever's in got the most PLS would be to offer us a base. Like that's all we're asking for. I think people are building great projects on Pulse Chain. If we could just get a base, we could grow from there. But if PLS is constantly dragging us down, it's just not going to work. So I'm not
Yeah.
sure why somebody hasn't stepped up and put some V3 liquidity and just go, I'm buying anybody that's dumping at this pressure just to show that there's support.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's
And
all
it's
that's
wild to me
needed.
that we haven't bounced back
Yeah. And that will
with
bring the
this super
intelligent
advance. Yeah.
traders or investors to go, okay, I can build here. I can bring new money in. So there's some great projects, ones that are offering real estate. These things are going to be bringing in six figures if everything works out properly. But nobody wants to bring that in if PLS is going to lose 70% of value from March 2025 to 2026.
Yeah. Yeah, it's true.
And this is where the core foundation needs to step up. If that's the validator people or whoever, I don't know, but we're losing streamers. And this is why Huda's invented is how do we keep streamers?
Yeah.
And speaking of Huda, I was checking over the new language. That's, like literally, there's just so many issues with the new language needed for, they've made it easier to use crypto, but the language is you have to be very cautious with what you use. Even providing or saying your token is buying another token to do this, that's proof. It means there's work from others, and so
Mm-hmm.
we
Mm-hmm.
can't even talk about stuff like that.
Mm.
It's a funny situation. So really, the best option is you want to support buy Huda or buy Dob or buy Cryptomatic and consider them like a souvenir or a token, and go from there. And I think we need to, if we want to get Pulse Chain to grow, this is where our group of people need to use our intelligence, or we're more advanced in crypto than most other communities, and apply
Yeah.
this technique or refine this technique, but it's just an idea, and then go forward with it. Because if we grab streamers, because that's all crypto's been, it's just been streamers. It's really, that's all Hex it's a launch coin from a streamer. And Bitcoin was a bunch of streamers getting together and promoting something that's saying they're going to buy it and hold it. And really, they
Yeah.
were just pumping their token and selling it every time they saw enough people buying it, because back then we didn't know how visible our trades were on chain. And now all of us that are in crypto, or especially in the Pulse Chain community, are quite aware. We understand how tokens look more valuable in paper than they actually are when you try to sell them. So nobody's taking bait on any new tokens.
Mm-hmm.
even ProveX showed that, okay, a few of us probably bought when there was some dips, so the chart looked like it wanted to recover, but there was the danger zone around 80 million market cap or whatever it was that says, we're probably going to drop to there because that's when the new money came in.
Yeah.
It's exactly what's happened.
Yeah, it was just us, I think. People, who may have not been in the sacrifice, but who were in the community that bought that up, that one pump that it had. So yeah,
So
it's no new people, no new money. But with what you just said, the SEC classified 16 cryptos now as digital commodities, and Ethereum is one of them. And Pulse Chain is a fork of Ethereum. Then maybe we are also out of those dangerous waters with being class securities.
I feel safer with PLS than I do with other tokens for sure because of that. Yes. Also, why I'm interested in Pulse Chain versus other options out there.
Yeah. No, but I think that should like alleviate a little bit of the fears that
Absolutely.
they picked XRP, AVAX, Doge, Solana, Cardano, Bitcoin Cash, Ethereum. I have the tweet here. HBAR, Algo, Polkadot, Shiba Inu, which is weird because that's not really an ecosystem. Litecoin and Link, Chainlink. Those they picked out as digital commodities. So which should provide super legal certainty, right?
True, but like when I was reading, it talks about even how we promote a token can get you in trouble.
Okay.
Yeah, like basically, if
Well,
you
definitely
are
under the Howey test, but
yes, even
with
like you
commodities,
providing liquidity and all this kind of stuff, and if
I
you
never said
have
that.
no, but if we have any reference that our token or a token, even that we're
Yeah,
heavily involved in,
yeah,
that it's showing that, oh, like I hear some people, oh, I'm going to make this much money and I'm going to buy this much of my token. Like that's like, it's a risky play.
yeah, yeah,
And as much as it's under the radar now, it's not something you want to play with. So, yeah, the cautiousness of what's going on in a publicly traded asset is actually
yeah,
quite concerning. But I'm glad we're having some legal boundaries drawn up to make it at least easier to stick within the rules.
yeah. Yeah, it's definitely more legal clarity on the way, it seems.
And we could probably thank Richard somewhat for that. So sometimes people say, well, what's he doing? What's he doing? Well, I don't, if I was dealing with a case of that magnitude, I would find
Yeah.
that emotionally exhausting. So I don't understand the running him down for that at all.
No.
And when you look at Pulse Chain, or even I mentioned how ProveX had a $1 trillion market cap and then not,
Yeah.
these could be plays against what value crypto actually has. And again, people are trying to give crypto a name or a like, but it's really a spot in time. That's all your wallet is. It's actually not actually holding anything. And this part doesn't have clarity yet either. And I believe Richard is challenging all these areas of crypto to bring us to the next level. So it's easy to knock what's going on if you're just price associated. But if you look at Pulse Chain as, okay, we know we've had shortage of blockchain before. Yes, there's not that many newcomers coming into the DeFi the last 4 or 5 years, but we know that there's going to be a market for this DeFi because there's a lot of people that don't want to go through centralized exchanges and the fraud and the corruption that exists in all these places. As much as it's a dangerous playground, DeFi, at least you can see the corruption.
Yes. No, but that's just because the haters are so loud, especially on X, whereas the more level-headed people, they just don't get the attention. I saw one of the haters tweeting today about mocking Proof X because it only has $16 in transaction on there or something, but that's because it hasn't even launched. It's still in beta mode. It's not even live yet. So, but don't you have nothing better to do with your time than try to catch an angle where you can fud something to do with Richard Hart? That's just terrible. Terrible people. But
Yeah,
they're
they're
very loud.
definitely.
They're getting the attention. They're getting the engagement, and that's frustrating. So yeah, we need to save the streamers. But as well,
Well,
this weekend there was nobody streaming. There was Crispy Man, yes, with this T-shirt update, but there was no FN Hangout. There was no RH Max. There was nobody. So, and it didn't. It wasn't like that a few years back.
yeah, the live streams are to a minimal now.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I think the Crypto Night show does a daily show, but a little bit more broader range, not Pulse
Yeah.
Chain exclusive at all. But
We have
and there's a
Sami still.
handful of that. Yeah, absolutely.
Thank God for
But
Sami.
he's doing live now, right? Or
No,
just
no,
once in a
no,
while?
no. Maybe he does live for his. He has like this private room now. You can subscribe, and maybe there he does
Okay.
live to his memberships. I wouldn't know, but on YouTube, what you see as regular schmegular, shout out to Crypto Wonder, you can just that's just videos. Yeah, so but it's very active. Like it's at least 4 or 5 a day. I don't know how he does it. It's crazy. It's crazy the effort he's putting in. Full
I'm
time.
shocked at how much you do. You're also that's shocking. Like I just find one a week to be draining. I
I'm
mean, I like it a
slacking.
lot.
I'm slacking a little bit, but I'm at least doing 2 or 3 a week. Yes, yes. Sometimes
Yeah,
it's just work or family stuff comes in between, and then one has to give. But yeah, I'm trying to stick to my schedule, especially now it's going so well on Twitch for me. Like I'm really growing since I had this upgrade to the partner status. That's really helping, and you just get they put you higher up on the browsing pages, and you just get lots of new people in, and that's what we want. We want to use that to shill.
and I saw your last show while you were
Yeah.
live. There was a few $4 or $5, $6 buys of your token. So I'm assuming no,
Really?
but
Okay.
that's the goal.
That would be nice if there is a connection. That would be
Yeah, I mean that's
very
the
cool.
goal. Is like okay,
Yeah.
instead of
Use that as a
wasting your
super chat.
yeah,
Yeah.
buy the token and you'll find ways of doing whatever you want with it.
Yeah.
I think that's a much better way to look at a lot of these meme tokens as opposed to, oh, they're up and to the right and gonna moonshot. I don't want to deal anything like that. That's not the goal.
Yeah. Awesome.
But creating a financial sort of ecosystem is definitely appropriate. And I can see us growing beyond that. What now, on your What the Heck show, have you looked at going outside of even crypto market more so? I know you've had a few interviews, obviously, like when people, I think you had the lady that first got a tablet that had a pretty big TikTok account. I forgot her
Yeah,
name.
the What the Heck show is very centered. Our hacks. It's not even meant to onboard. It's really for the people who are already here. That's a pure community building, community maintaining
Got it.
kind of a RH maximalistic kind of a show. So that's, I think, anybody from the outside who would tune in, because there's lots of insider jokes, of course, and things with the chat. So it's very community focused
True.
and focused on
Peter's
hacks.
humor is definitely.
If you wouldn't know Peter, you would be never buying any hacks right now. So
Oh,
yeah,
but
that's
he's the perfect curmudgeon.
yeah, it's very funny, and he doesn't mean it like that. I know, but I mean he means it, and he doesn't. So because
Well, he's still here.
he's still here, he's showing up, he's holding on to his coins. He has a long staking ladder, like all of us. So yeah, I mean when the situation happens, we would have someone externally on, but yeah, we haven't really. We tried to, I think, with that show try to keep it that way. It's more for the community, really. But I think that the viewership will come back when we just see these green candles. That will be all the all the magic that is needed. Now the outside thing is really my Twitch. There where I'm really trying to market outside of our borders and catching new people. And that's why most people that follow me on Twitch are not even Hexicans. So that's easily 75% of my following there is just music people, music enthusiasts, and not even crypto. So yeah, that's so I'm doing outreach for that and community building for the What the Heck show. But yeah.
Yeah, the music platform is wonderful. I
Yeah.
like. I think it's always a place to just go and meet your community, enjoy. And you have so many
Yes.
regular Hexicans. As soon as I go there, they're all welcome. I'm glad, good to see you
Always.
again, Duke. It's always wonderful.
Yeah, there's a bunch of really diehard guys that are really helping this make sense and keeping it afloat. But it's not many. It's the same 20, 30 people. And I'm very glad for each and every one of them. You guys know who you are, but it's not like the whole community shows up and helps and make this. We could be dominating Twitch if the community would do that, but they don't. So I have to, fight on my own and make it work on my own. But that has always been, unfortunately, the spirit somewhat. I never understood why, but it's always been like this with many shows. So there's just a certain level of support. But Richard, then he got all the support. Like he got everybody. I remember Richard used to, a couple of times retweet my stream when I was live, and immediately I had 300 people. And so like he has that aura, that power, that marketing power, that whatever he does and puts out and tweets, that's what people flock to. And we're just, supporting all that. But to me, he has always been the key focus of everything. Yeah.
Do you think he may never stream again because of just because of the SEC type of situation and language, other than very minimal? But if he looks like a forefront or a figure at all for these
Yeah.
tokens, is there enough fear to stay away?
It
I mean,
could
would
be.
you?
It could be. It's that I wouldn't want to trade spaces with
Me
him
neither.
whatsoever, because that's a huge burden on his shoulder. And then also because of the terrible performance in the last years, maybe he shouldn't be, for his own security, shouldn't be too public. So I don't know if he would make a comeback, but I know that's what he enjoys doing. He likes talking. He likes to be on stage. He likes to be the center of things and educate. That's what he really wants and where he's really good at. So it would be a shame if we don't that again. But I just don't know. It can actually be that we'll never get that. Yeah.
And
Just some
I guess it's
tweets
a
and some
question
recorded videos. Yeah.
I sometimes wonder is like, you look at Hex and it was easy. We were unified. But as soon as PulseX Inc., we
It all
started
changed.
changed completely. And
Yeah.
and to me, I even looked at Inc. getting promoted. Yes, it might short term or long, whatever, it might outperform, but the mentality of always chasing the best performing asset, I think, is hurting the community more so than strengthening it. And this is also why I come back to, if you create your own token, your strength on pump, or pump.tires, you're strengthening Pulse Chain, which I don't see how I could sell Hex or PulseX to anybody except that, hey, we're at the bottom, and if that's true.
Yeah.
But we've seen the bottom, and I've bought in a lot of bottoms in 4 years. I'm not sure if you have.
For sure. I'm here for a long time. Still have nothing
Right.
to show for it, so don't listen
And
to me.
it's another 90% down. And
Yeah.
anybody that bought ProveX last week is down 50 or 60%,
It's
or at
down.
least 30, right?
the time where everybody was up on ProofX was very, very short lived, unfortunately. But now it's the big sideways. But then again, it's new. It's really new. We haven't seen much there. But yeah, I can only tell everybody, if you're thinking about launching your own project, your own coin, Pump.tires, the time is now. The time to do it is now, which is also why I rushed to get it through, because, you know, I was thinking about this last year, and back then it was a lot more expensive because Pulse was, I don't know, 2x, 3x from here, 4x maybe. It cost over 10, 12K to get your coin through if you want to have 90% of the supply. Whereas now, if you do that, it's only $2,000. So that's much more affordable to do at the moment. So even if you just have your coin and you do everything around it later on, right now I think is the time. And it's safe. It's Pump.tires. So for the investors too, it can never fully rug. You know, that's a smart
No,
thing
you're in control.
that Richard
completely.
has done. No, but also as an investor, if you put in $100,
Right.
you should almost always be able to get your $100 back, because it can never rug, like the coin founder can never fully rug everything. Like there is a burnt
Oh
liquidity.
yeah, you're right.
versus
There's always so
Pulse
much. Yes,
that is
there's
always there. So that's what I like about it, because that's not the case on, you know, Pump.fun and on these other chains. So that's really unique about Pump.tires, and it burns supply of Pulse when you create a Pump.tires coin. So that is also beneficial for the whole ecosystem. And there's movement on Pulse. So there's many positive aspects to doing that with the Pump.tires platform. Yeah. It's
and
just
lots of
my
good
2 cents.
projects right now are attached.
But what do I know? I would just play the music.
No.
Oh. So the Giving Tree.love. We're live on the Giving Tree.love.
Well, we're not live on it, no, but we're yeah. I
Are we
don't
not?
haven't
I thought
no,
you
we're
put
not
the.
live.
Oh, okay.
Just the Pulse Chain streams are run
Right.
from past live streams, and then
Yeah.
every so often I do a live show on the stage, but
Yeah.
haven't picked up shows yet to do that with yet. Yeah, it's quite surprising how the platform is quite quiet, Pulse Chain, and I'm wondering how. Like, I could see why many people miss out the next time around, because I hear in the conversations that I'm quitting, I'm leaving. And you can tell that if we even did a 5x or a 4x, there's going to be a whack of people that are just going to take anything out of that level. And you can see how going back the other direction could be just as violent as it going up as it did down because of
Yeah.
those signs. But
Yeah.
and I think that's what keeps us all into crypto, is because we're all waiting for that pump. But now the question of 10x what gets us to sack price. But how many of us sacked Hex, which was up 30x from today's price?
Yeah, I did. I did.
That's why I don't look at Richard's system as a failure. If we were all in Hex and we sacked Hex and we did everything with Hex, we still have Hex stakes coming out.
Yeah, I
Technically
made that.
speaking,
What I sacked, I made back 3 months later from T-shares. So that was just nothing. Of course, the dollar value is gone, but the actual Hex, I have that back. So it's not really at a loss if Hex performs again. But I think something is cooking there. Like, he slashed the ink inflation by another 90%. The OA has no liquid Hex available. It's all either staked away or locked in good accounted contracts. And there is this airdrop on the eHex side, which is weird. Then again, it's not weird because you want to promote on Ethereum about Pulse Chain. So I think something is in the making there. I just cannot quite grab what's this is all little pieces that are happening, but something is happening, and I think it's just waiting for the right moment. I think the markets as well with BTC and ETH and the stock market. Like now is this talk about boots on the ground in Iran, and I think everybody's just waiting. The market is very undecided. There might be another black swan if that kicks off in the Middle East to another level of escalation or not. Like this is all very, very difficult to gauge. I find, at least at the moment, it's also erratic.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know if sometimes these are just excuses to that they use after the market moves, but I wonder
Of
sometimes how
course,
much they actually
always, of
mean.
course,
Yeah,
but that's still a move in the market. Of course,
right.
they're
Like,
using. We call them the agency. They are they are in the Bitcoin circles. We used to call them the agency. They just take anything that's happening in the real world to masquerade this as their reasoning for, dumping the price down. This is whales. Whales make the music. We can just swing along. Yeah,
yeah,
we're at the
and
mercy of the whales.
and they're shaking out leverage players just like
Yep.
anyone else. Yeah, so they
Yeah, the
have
big
market
exchanges.
makers,
Yeah.
correct. And this is that's the other thing we could question is whoever's been running Pulse Chain has not been the greatest market maker in this situation at all. And that's something that needs to be fixed. Is we can honestly criticize that whoever's been market making Hex, Pulse Chain has not been good for morale. And this is something that I'm glad to see there's more stablecoin pairing with the token. I believe that was one of the advantages we had versus ETH early on in the launch, is we had a lot paired with USDC at the time, and we did really well
Yeah.
performing, and we had that as a base to fall back on.
Yeah.
And I think that's kind of nice that we've looking back at doing that, because that's helps decorrelate us a little bit more. I
That's
would like
another
to
puzzle
see,
piece. Yeah. So there are many things happening right now. So maybe it's a
but
sign for
this all
something.
happened when Pump Tires launched, and like you launching
Hmm.
your token today, you're thinking, "Oh, I better hurry up if Pulse goes up." And I
Yeah, I got
thought
FOMO.
12, and I got FOMO back then, and I thought 12 grand US was a bargain, and you
Was
just
cheap.
showed me that
Yeah,
wait 1 year and you could get 80% off.
exactly.
So
Yeah.
congratulations on you for timing the
I
market
hope
better
I
than me.
timed that. I hope
Oh,
I
you
timed that right.
guru, you guru. You should start a subscribe only channel now.
Don't get it twisted. No, I hope I timed that right, but who knows? Who knows? Big mystery.
My
All
fingers are
right.
crossed for you. Absolutely.
Shall we wrap it up, or do you have anything left on your
No, I always
list
have a
of
million things
topics?
to talk to you about, but
Yeah.
my mind is more blank when I'm live, and when I'm about to go down and I jot 8 billion notes down that I can't read when I'm speaking. I
Well, we can
come
always
up
do
with
this
the,
again.
yeah, yeah. I appreciate your coming on again. It's nice to
No, for
have
sure.
you.
For
Yeah.
sure. No,
I'm
you're
going to
very
place.
knowledgeable about all these things, pulse change. So it's always good to talk to you.
I think the idea is to treat it like a business more so than an investment category
Mm.
at this stage of the game. I think you have to look at that, and then with your own tokens, and
Yeah.
and I think with Hex and Pulse Chain, I question the wanting to hold all the different tokens. Like I don't hear, I mean, PLSX might outperform, and I might put it back, but
Mm.
honestly, everything since March at one point is down 20-30% versus Pulse of last year. So I've slowly been buying Hex back and a little PLSX back in
Mm.
December till now. And it's been outperforming a little bit better. But, I think Pulse is, I don't know which token's going to pump. And I think that's part of the problem is we're all playing this little game, and we're never going to
Mm.
run to one and tilt it. So I don't know. I wish there was some cohesion there. I wish there was a way to say, hey, why don't we just join in on Pulse as much as in a community? But you know damn well there'll be front runners and people dumping
Of
if
course.
they just knew the community was doing that. So you can't even talk about these things because there's
Yeah.
bad actors that only are there to make money and not grow a
Sure.
community. And that's what
Play
we have to look
games.
at is build a civilization inside this stupid crypto market, not
Yeah.
just how to get rich quick. We need to build a real community, not a community that we're all bonded around a token, but we're all just waiting for one guy to buy in after me. That's not going to make anything work. So
That is true.
congrats to you for launching Cryptomatic token. And anybody listening out there, if you want to support DJ Cryptomatic, you can do it two ways, but the primary way is if you buy Cryptomatic token, do not look at it as if it's you're buying an investment token of any sort, but based on its low liquidity paired mostly with Pulse and how it's working, I think its odds of outperforming PLS are high. And I wouldn't look at it as that. I would look at it as, hey, this guy is a great way to support this person that's done so much for the community. And the other way is Huda, which is a tax token, and it supports the Huda ecosystem, which Cryptomatic is bonded with slightly. So the better way is to buy Cryptomatic, and the second way is to buy a Huda token. And again, just hold these tokens like either A, you might get an airdrop or a souvenir, or like you're buying a t-shirt, and think about it instead of a super chat. And that's the message that I'd like to get across first and foremost, and see how this grows as a utility token for helping streamers get known and keeping them into the streaming community, because we don't want to lose streamers. And it's
Well said.
expensive to run this as well.
It
Like
is. Yeah.
literally, if you want the green room on StreamYard, you're in it for almost 100 a month. You want another thing, it's another 100 a month. Like it's easy to add up, and then you're using
Yeah.
AI. You're spending another $100 or 200 a month. And honestly, to be spending 4, 5, 600, and then your equipment upgrade, you have to look at the whole picture. If you want people to do this and to stream, you need to support them. It's an important part. And it's better than begging for money or here's my wallet. I talked to other people that run donation wallets. The donation wallets, people tell me nobody gives them anything. So nobody wants to expose their wallet. So I believe
Yeah.
that I tried offering Check My Pulse for the music. I offered him 40 USDC, and he's never accepted it. And I've reiterated it many times in chat. I appreciated him uploading his music so I could play it. And I wanted to reward him because I had that much in trading dollars that was available that I could give him. So hats off to him for just being generous, or
Yeah. He's
she.
great.
And I appreciate that a lot. And it was very nice of them to, just be kind. And I think we need more of this type of mentality and see how us streamers can grow. So again, thanks again for coming on, Mr. Cryptomatic, and
Thank you.
have yourself a great rest of the week. And I'll
Thank you.
play some music once we leave, and nice to
Yeah.
chat with you. Okay.
No financial advice.
None whatsoever. We are not
Nothing here is
financial
financial advice.
advisors.
No expectations, but we've got plans.
No financial advice. Remember that. Never, ever. Yeah. Make your own decisions based on what you read.
Exactly.
All right. I'll play this music, see if I've got it going,
Thanks, guys. Cheers.
and I'll drop you down. Thanks a lot. Take care.
Sweat on my brow, scars on my hands, living for my family, doing all I can.
Bills keep coming, working all day, barely getting by, but I find a way. Holding my head high, face the grind. In this man's world, I'm fighting for mine. It's a man's world, ain't no denying. Carrying the weight, but I'm still trying.
Still trying.
Foundation strong. Through the tears, facing the struggle, but I'm still here. Some nights I'm broken. Talk to the sky. Ask a few questions. Never get why. But I lace my boots, swallow my fear. If there's breath in my lungs, then I'm still here. It's a man's world. It's a man's world. There's no denying. Ain't no denying. Carrying the weight. Carrying the weight. I'm still trying. I'm still trying. Through the tears, facing the struggle, but I'm still here. Yeah. I'm facing the struggle, but I'm still here. Yeah, yeah. In the morning light, I'm up with the sun. Gravel in my boots, battles to be won. Sweat on my brow, scars on my hands. Living for my family, doing all I can. Bills keep coming, working all day, barely getting by, but I find a way. Hold my head high, face the grind. In this man's world, I'm fighting for mine. It's a man's world, ain't no denying. Carrying the weight, but I'm still trying. Foundation strong, through the tears, facing the struggle, but I'm still here. I'm still here. I'm still here. Night falls hard, but I keep my stride. Gotta stay strong with love as my guide. Breaking my back, heart's feeling warm, but I'll rise again, reborn. Hear the whispers of doubt, but I stand tall, built of iron and grit. I won't fall, family dependent. I've got to stay true through the mud and the mire. I come through. It's a man's world, ain't no denying. Carrying the weight, but I'm still trying. Foundation strong, through the tears, facing the struggle, but I'm still here. I'm still here. I'm still here. Ooh.
Life's a marathon, not a sprint, gotta pace it. Every sunrise, same grind, gotta face it. The hardest part, yo, is lacing up the shoes. Showing up each day, even when you feel the blues. Alarm clock screams, world's heavy on your chest. But you rise, you grind, cause consistency's the test. Through the mud, through the rain, through the tears that fall. Every step's a win, even when you feel small.
Keep showing up, yeah, that's the hardest fight. Day after day, through the dark, through the light. Work hard, stay strong, but don't lose your way. Take time to touch some grass, let your soul sway. Ooh, keep showing up, keep showing up, yeah. Keep showing up, yeah.
Clock in, clock out. Hustle Muscles in the veins, dreams don't pay the bills, gotta weather the strain. But the grind ain't the gospel, don't let it own your soul. Life's a canvas, not a race to some goals. Step outside, feel the breeze, let the earth remind. There's a rhythm to the struggle, let your heart unwind. Plant your feet in the dirt, let the worries pass. Balance is the key, yo, go touch some grass.
Keep showing up, yeah, that's the hardest fight. Day after day, through the dark, through the light. Work hard, stay strong, but don't lose your way. Take time to touch some grass, let your soul sway. Ooh, keep showing up, keep showing up, yeah. Keep showing up, yeah.
Life's a tightrope, walk it steady, don't fall. Voices in your head say you can't have it all, but every day you show you're writing your own song. Brick by brick you build, yeah, you prove them wrong. But don't forget the sunset, don't forget the stars. Feel the green beneath your feet, heal the hidden scars. It's the hustle in the heart, the grind and the peace. Show up for the work, but let your soul release. Some days you're a king, some days you're a ghost. Life's a roller coaster, gotta ride it the most. Consistency's the anchor when the waves get rough. Showing up's the courage when the world feels tough. But don't just chase the bag, don't just chase the crown. Find the joy in little things before the sun goes down. A laugh, a breeze, a moment just to breathe. Life's in the balance, work hard but
Keep
believe.
showing up, yeah, that's the hardest fight. Day after day, through the dark, through the light. Work hard, stay strong, but don't lose your way. Take time to touch some grass, let your soul sway. Ooh, keep showing up, keep showing up, yeah. Keep showing up, yeah.
So here's to life, the struggle and the spark, the courage to keep moving through the light and dark. Show up every day, give it all you got, but touch some grass, my friend, cause that's where life's taught.
Ooh, keep showing up. Ooh, keep showing up, yeah.
I walk through the valley with my heart wide open. Saw the shadows dancing, light broken and golden. Every step a beat life, keeping time without my say. But in the silence I could hear the music pave my way. With my head held high and my spirit flying through the storms and tears, even when I'm crying. In the darkest nights, I find a flame so deep. Whispered voices of angels sing me to sleep. Raise your hands up high. Let your heart unite. We can soar the sky. By the heavens alive. With every breath we take, it's a promised land. Life is a symphony. Let the music stand. Let the music stand. Let the music stand. When trouble finds you and you're feeling small, listen closely to the song that echoes in us all. Harmony in every soul, a story to be told. We rise together in this chorus bold. Listen to the rhythm written in your soul. Every heartbeat, let your love control. In the choir of life, every voice so true. We're part of something big under sky so blue. Raise your hands up high. Let your heart
Cheers, everyone. We're listening to music from Checks My Pulse. I'd like to thank DJ Cryptomatic for coming on the show earlier. It was nice chatting with him and getting caught up again. Again, if you want to support him, he's on Twitch regularly. Does about 3 shows a week. He's on What the Hex, very busy fella. And you can support him by buying his token, DJ Cryptomatic, which is a token launched on Pump.tires. Look into it, and we'll play some more Checks My Pulse music, and I'll come back in and say hi and provide some maybe news or update of what's going on. Talk to you soon.
Dusty roads under the sun, rattlesnakes and echoes run. Lost my heart on this terrain. Feels like I've gone insane. Neon glitches in the sky, freestyle beats and no goodbye. Riding winds that make me sway, lonely nights and endless days. Lonely highways take me home. Buzzing circuits make me roam. Heart lost somewhere in the night, searching for that beacon light. Midnight whispers, broken dreams, static noise and silent screams. Guitar strings sing out of tune, hoping morning comes soon. Mirrored pixels in my view, tangled thoughts lost in the blue. Won't you guide me through this haze, lead me from this endless maze. Lonely highways take me home. Buzzing circuits make me roam. Heart lost somewhere in the night, searching for that beacon light. In the quiet of the night, you're my burning light. Taste so smooth and neat, you make me feel complete. Every sip of you got me feeling true. Warm through my veins, you take away the pain. Love you like whiskey, strong and risky. Got me feeling frisky. Love you like whiskey. the shadows grow, you're my midnight show. Love you and I know you're my secret delight in the soft moonlight. Hold you oh so tight through the endless night. Love you like whiskey, strong and risky. Got me feeling frisky. Love you like whiskey.
These girls be crazy. She's picking out kids' names. I ain't even said maybe. Got my name in her phone with a heart by the name. I'm just sipping this light beer, laughing at a meme on my screen. Next thing I know, she's beside me, talking about a dog, a house, and a ring. Sundress, boots, right, risen this cowboy on a Saturday night. I was minding my own, now I'm caught in her eyes. She's cute, smart too, talking in a Walmart parking lot to 1:45. Going from hey, what's up to boy, I think I love you. These girls be crazy, yeah, crazy about me. Maybe, maybe. Next week it's the back roads. She riding with the window down, got my hoodie on her shoulders, talking about leaving this town. We're laughing in a mud hole truck stuck, but she don't care. She's posting us looking half feral, caption saying, "Met my future right here." Sundress, boots, right, risen this cowboy on a Saturday night. Started with a hey, now she's humming my last name in the light. She's cute, wild too, dancing in the headlights under small town moon. Going from take it slow to wine, we gauge soon. These girls be crazy, yeah, crazy about me. Maybe, oh maybe, one day she's all in, next day she's leaving. Laugh, cry, switch sides in a minute, what's the reason? Call me at midnight, hang up at 1. Say I'm the problem, then I'm the one. Hey, she's hiding, she's cold on this gravel lane. Might be a little mood swing insane, but I'm still here, riding that wave. Sundress, boots, ride, risen this cowboy on a Saturday night. Every boy I hate you turns to hold me tight. She's sweet, sharp too, talking in the driveway till the sky turns blue. From leave me alone to I can't lose you. These girls be crazy, yeah, crazy about me. Maybe, oh maybe these girls be crazy, and I'm crazy about them. Maybe, maybe, maybe.
Yeah, yeah. Scrolling through the feed, tears on the screen, pulse chain in the red, but you ain't on the scene. Cry fag, let me hear you whine. Do nothing, just complain, waste everybody's time. Price dip to the floor, you screaming it's dead, but your wallet's still cold. Ain't stick a single thread, but you dropped the truth. You mad at what he said, instead of buying low. You crying in the thread, scam, rug, he lied. Same song on repeat, why the DJ load the dip. You just tweet and retreat, FOMO turn to fire. Now you begging for a seat, but the train left the station, you still stuck on your feet. Talk is tears are free, but the chain don't run on sympathy. You want the moon, go build a ship. Stop crying in the comments, let it rip.
that at 3 a.m. While the validator stack, you just raging a DM. Richard on the stage, dropping gems like a gem. You quote tweets, but you ain't sacrificing them. Sacked your pride for clout, now you begging for a pump. But the chart don't care about your feelings or your slump. You want games without pain, that's a fairy tale jump. Real ones build a chain, you just add to the dump. Focus, tears are free, but the chain don't run on sympathy. You want the moon, go build a ship. Stop crying in the comments, let it rip. Cry fag, wipe them tears away. Pulse chain ain't dead, it's breathing every day. You complain, you flame, but you never play. Do nothing, just fussing, that's the cry fag way. Cry fag, put the phone down slow. If you hate the game while you watching the show, price in the red, but your hands stay cold. Cry fag, let the real ones hold. You mad, you sad, you broke, you bad, but you won't sack a dime, won't fight, won't grind. Just want rewind, decline, resign. Feel the bounce, take a sip, the chain don't stop for a single little fit. Cry fag, wipe them tears away. Pulse chain ain't dead, it's here to stay. You complain, you flame, but you never play. Do nothing, just fussing, that's the cry fag way. Cry fag, log off, go heal. The future's in the cold, not the way you feel. Price in the red, that's a discount deal. Cry fag, watch the real ones build. Yeah, pulse chain, pulse, feel the beat in your chest. Cry fags on the sidelines, real ones manifest. Richard coined the term, now we put it to rest. Do something or do nothing, that's the ultimate test. Cry fag, goodbye, live. No, we good.
Great song by Checks My Pulse, Cry Fag. I love it. What a great word to come out of 2025. It's made crypto enjoyable. Sometimes these derogatory comments make me laugh, even though they can be hurtful, but fortunately we're taking it in good stride. And I got to say, Corey took it in good stride as well. Sadly, we've lost a lot of streamers over the years, and hopefully we gain some new ones. We're listening to Checks My Pulse. The markets are all going up right now, so it's a great hour. Check your tokens if you want to see if you're in positive territory. Anyway, back to more Checks My Pulse, and we'll play it out. And I'm saying good night to y'all, and thanks again to DJ Cryptomatic for joining the show.
I'm posting to the Ether X feed, feeling ghostly. Tweets flying out, but silence got me roasting me. No hearts, no retweets, just echoes in the void. Scrolling through the timeline, feeling paranoid. Old school beats bumping like Run DMC on the mic, but my words disappear, vanish in the night. YouTube dropping vids, views stuck on zero. No likes, no subs, feel like a digital hero. Zero grinding in the shadows, building my empire, but the algorithm's cold, setting my soul on fire. Bass from the low, sin screaming high, posts hitting the net, but no one's replying. Ether's my canvas, painting with fire. One lone voice in the choir. Post to the Ether, no likes, no replies, just a beat repeater. Ether's calling, but I'm unannoyed. The one ping hits, notification glow. Add Richard Hardwind, the legend I know. Scroll down quick, heart racing fast. Message pops, your posts up, though what a blast. Thanks Ricky, what a dick. Straight savage mode, but nobody cares about these posts on the road. My words in the chords, life on the beat. Flow smooth as silk, the way I choose, sweet. Maybe a little sticky clinging to the rhythm. Echoes in the ether, but my vision's prism. Admiring you from afar, ex-king in the game, but that reply stings. Playing with the flame, post fade away like smoke in the air, but my tracks eternal beyond compare. But how about those tracks, Ricky? This my stage, no need for the picky, no lights, no replies, but the baseline attacks. Posted to the void, dropping fire facts. Nobody cares, but I spit words in the chorus, life on a hit. Flow smooth, sticky sweet, choose my path. Ether's my kingdom, feel the aftermath. Yeah. Yeah, posting to the ether, no likes, no fear. Ricky, thanks for the spark. Now here this premiere. Dubstep dreams, hip hop soul, old school heart in the void. I start art from the dark.
Dropping low, feel the void. Ether's calling, but I'm unannoyed. Dropping low, feel the void. Post to the ether. Yo, from the Pulse Chain Labs to the shadows of the net. Richard Hart rising, doubters getting wet. They sued, they scheme, try to chain the visionary. But now it's Mr. Prove, privacy revolutionary. Secure P2P, no fed eyes on your stack. Doubt him? Ha, get proof, facts on facts. Mr. Prove it! I got the blueprint, no cap. Peer-to-peer lock, privacy on the map. From Hex to Pulse, now this undeniable glow. Doubters talking trash, watch them meet that crow. Mr. Prove it! Transactions clean, zero trace. Crypto kings bow down, hard on the space. A cold, Richard Hart, the alchemist. Turn Bitcoin dreams to hex gold, now post chain twists. I see coming knocking, calling fraud on the founder. Million C's headlines, screaming like thunder, but yo, we fought back. Lawyer sharp as a shank, First Amendment shield. Turn the tide on the bank, they said he crumbled while it empty. Rep in the dirt, but Hart flipped the script, emerged from the hurt. Vietnamese tricks, Mirage games, he shook them off quick now. Mr. Prove rising, doubters sick. From Helsinki hideouts to global wide taps, he built empires while they napped in the naps. Sacrifice billions now, that's the faithful's vow. 3 years stay, now Ethereum clone. Pow! Heart's the prophet, the skeptic's nightmare fuel. Proved them wrong once, now twice, keep it real. Mr. Prove it! I got the blueprint, no cap. Peer-to-peer lock, privacy on the map. From X to Pulse, now this undeniable glow. Doubters talking trash, watch them eat that crow. Mr. Prove it! Transactions clean, zero trace. Crypto king, bow down, hard on the space. To Mr. Prove, latest heat from the forge. Secure peer-to-peer, no middleman gorge. Privacy protocols, EK snarks on steroids. Your wallet whispers, feds can't hear the noise. Beyond the chain, real world flip, seamless flow. Buy a crib off grid, no KYC show. Ethereum chasing, but hearts light years ahead. Protocol level shields leave the normies for dead. Doubt the vision, he proved it with Post was launched. Gas fee slash D5 avalanche. Now Mr. Prove scales it. Cross-border kings, no borders, no brokers, just pure diamond rings. From stable coin swaps to NFT, heists unseen. Hearts cold, got you ghosting the machine. They call him Coke King. But the faithful know it's community still. Watch the empire grow. Yo, Richard Hart, Mr. Prove it to the core. From tax evasion whispers to privacy war. They try to bury him, but legends don't sleep. Now the whole game shifting. Deep, doubters where you at. Line up for the L. Hearts laughing last, ring that victory bell. So raise your glass to the man who won't break. Prove the suit's wrong, now the world's wide awake. Mr. Prove ain't just crypto, it's the future's key. Kill your bag, live free, that's the decree. No more chains, no more leaks in the vault. P2P pure, faultless assault. Hearts to general, army of stakers march, doubters retreat. Y'all just bark from East Coast blocks to blockchain blocks. We building thrones while the weak get rocked. Join the wave or get washed. Simple choice, Mr. Prove it. Heart's got the voice. Prove we eatin' forever. Mr. Prove it. Yeah.
floating on the blockchain, feeling so divine. Oh yeah. Paul Shane's got the power, leaving ether behind. Fast and green and mean, it's time to redefine. Cheaper trade, smoother rides, free ERC, JG's on wine. Oh, Paul Shane dancing through the night. DeFi futures looking bright. Oh yeah. Totally decentralized, we got it right. Post-chain groove, out of sight. Bigger, better, faster, don't need no delay. Digital revolution, post-chain leads the way. Greener on the scene and here to stay. Flip the switch, watch the magic play. Oh, post-chain dancing through the night. DeFi futures looking bright. Oh yeah. Totally decentralized, we got it right. Post-chain groove, out of sight.
Sink it, spin it, feel the funky vibe. From your wallet to the world, take a digital ride. No central control, baby, we take it in stride. Pulse chains here, feel that pulse worldwide.
Pulse chain dancing through the night. DeFi futures looking bright. Oh yeah. Totally decentralized, we got it right. Pulse chain groove, out of sight.
There's a party going on right here. Mine go the 1 trillion tokens. And that was in the bed.
We having a good time and we're laughing too, making beautiful arms.
Who's what's going on with you?
Burn, baby, burn. Whole sex inferno. Burn, baby, burn.
It's like owning a piece of the bank, all casino too. I bet on the horses if you own the stables, fool. Come on now.
Burn, baby, burn. Whole sex inferno. Burn, baby, burn.
I bet on the horse
Thunder roars from the sky. Footsteps gone without trace. Can't see clear through the crowd. Pain etched on her face. Texas flood come down. Heart sinking in sorrow. Drowning in this town. Hope's gone till tomorrow. Guitar weeps with the rain, strumming tales of despair. Strings soaked in the pain, emotions laid bare. Lightning cracks a night, broken dreams lost in the storm. Hold tight to the light, soul trembles still warm. Texas flood come down, heart sinking in sorrow. Drowned in this town, hope's gone till tomorrow.
Cheers, everyone. This will be the last two songs of the night. Thanks for tuning in. Appreciate you guys all joining. I hope you come again next week. I think we'll be again at 4:20 Eastern time next week again, so same time next week on Monday. And we'll play a couple more songs, and hopefully this is the bottom, finally. Enjoy your night.
Yo, this for the ghosts in the feed, posting to the ether. X and YouTube, no love, just a void screaming back. Hard bars coming East Coast style, let's ride. Posting to the ether, X timeline straight barren. Tweets dropping like bombs, but no one's caring. YouTube uploads, views frozen at nil. No likes, no replies, just chasing the thrill. Old school roots like Rakim on the pen, but the algorithm's a beast. Locking me in, ether's my battlefield. Word sharp as a shank, scrolling through silence. Feeling the rank, nobody clapping, no shares in the mix. But I keep spitting, building bricks from the fix. Life in the shadows, digital phantom. Post after post like a lyrical anthem. Nobody cares about these posts, yo, they fade in the mist. My words in the chords, life on the beat twist. Flow smooth the way I choose, maybe a little sticky. Ether's calling, but I'm built for the picky. Posting to the void, X and tube, no replies, but my bars eternal, rising high in the skies. Posting to the void, X and tube, no replies, but my bars eternal, rising high in the sky. Yeah. Then one alert hits, cutting through the quiet. At Richard Hart, when the king I admire, no deny it. Open that reply, heart pounding like drums. Your posts suck though, damn straight from the slums. Thank Ricky, what a dick, throwing shade like a pro. But I ain't tripping, let the real ones know. Nobody cares about these posts in the stream. My life's on the beat, chasing that dream. Words in the chords, flow smooth, sticky grip. East Coast fire, watch me flip the script. But how about those tracks? Ricky, spitting straight facts. Ricky, smooth beats, tight drums. Dig in your head like a tick. Ricky, you be a dick, I ride slick. It only takes a little click. But how about those tracks? Ricky, yeah, how about them? Bars hitting harder than bricks. Floating to the void.
Ay, 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 ay. Yeah. Ay, 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 ay. Ay, 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 ay. Yeah. I did eyes like sun where they come out for east. Yeah. Scattered out where they try hold me down, no peace. Yeah. From ashes I born again. Fire no fi kill me. Phoenix picking wings spread. Now them see me down they whisper, but I know they hear I'm heart strong like Iroko tree, no shake. Enemies they plug on I got them my side. I they move forward, no time to hide. I stand tall like mountain. No wind fi blow me. I be lion, hear me roaring. From the ashes reborn. I no go stay down. Rise up, now my time to crown.
And say I forward, waiting them know. I did dust up, stand up, ready to go. Mountain high, climber, with no fear. Lion inside, roll out, made them, yeah. Down a small picking, I go slap and come out. Straight from ancestors, and they my back hot. No more downtime, I they fly like eagle. Overcome on, and me be the real deal.
I stand tall like mountain. No wind fi blow me. I be lion, hear me roaring. From the ashes reborn. I no go stay down. Rise up, now my time to crown. Rise up, now my time to
Whisper them doubts, but I shout my truth from bottom to top. Now grace where they move, no stay down, begin. Rise like the dawn, savior and hold me, I no go be gone. I dey rise, like I know, no stay down.